Hello and welcome to Master It Monday. I am your host, Maggie Carey. And on today's topic, we're going to be sharing with you how you can limit what your public profile on LinkedIn is saying about you. I don't know if you realize, but your public profile is available to anyone through a search. Yes, through a search. And I mean like Google or Bing or any of those search engines that you use or people use to find people. Now, this public profile is set up so that people can find you, which is great. And if you're running a business, you really want people to find you because you want them to know about you and who you are and what you do and why you do it. But sometimes you want to have a little bit of anonymity the on on the internet, right? If you set up your public profile in a way that people can see some basic information about you, but not everything. They have to log in order to see everything. And by the way, just remember you can see who actually looked at your profile when they log in, which is kind of cool. So I want to show you the reasons. I want to share with you a reason why you may not want your public profile completely public. So, just in case, maybe you're moonlighting, maybe you're starting a business, but you're still with your current company. You're working full time there, you're working part time on your business. You may not want your boss to know that you're starting this new business. So you want people on LinkedIn to know, but you want to limit exposure. That's one of the reasons why. Some people like to retain some anonymity, which is great. And if you're running a business, you need to determine what you want to show, what you don't want to show, including your experience. You want to have your profile, your LinkedIn profile, not your public LinkedIn profile. You want your profile to maintain all of that great history of who you are and what you did so that people can understand where you came from and know your experience. So, I just want to share with you just a little bit here. Now, if if I'm not logged in to LinkedIn and I go to my LinkedIn profile, I'm going to see here what my LinkedIn profile looks like because I have limited what I'm showing. And I'm just going to increase my screen here and move things around a bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Down here, it says to view Maggie's full profile, you need to sign in. So you would need to sign in order to see everything in my profile. Now, we want to figure out how to find out what's going on and how we can limit what we're sharing. Well, Coach Glow is sharing right now that we're live. So thanks, Coach Glow. Make sure you leave those questions and comments in the chat below because I wanna make sure that any questions that you might have on this, that you get them answered, and just so you know, here is my LinkedIn profile, linkedin.com/in/Maggie-Carey. Now, some people have this gobbledygook number right after that. On today's episode, I'm going to share with you how you can fix that so that you can have a nice, clean, like, "This is my name," um, profile link for your LinkedIn. So I'm going to tell you that this is not that difficult to do. It is fairly straightforward. The trick with any of this information that I share is that it's it's never what's the word I'm looking for? It's easy when you know where it is. When you don't know where it is, that's when we all run into problems. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get right on how to do this. Now, this is a search. I searched my name and my company name so that I wouldn't find all of the other stuff that's out there about Bill Hader's ex-wife, Maggie Carey. So when I'm on LinkedIn, when I'm on a Google search, this is just a plain old ordinary Google search, right? I see my company comes first, some of my YouTube videos, but as I scroll down, there's my LinkedIn profile right there. That if I was not logged in and I clicked on that, that would give us the screen that I just shared with you. Now, let's go into my LinkedIn account. I'm logged in, and as you can see here, it's my profile, right? But I wanna see what the public is seeing, and in order to do that, it's right up here, edit my public profile and URL. When you click on that, you're going to be required to sign in order to connect, right? So when you sign in, it's there, right? So you have to make sure you're logged in first. I am, so it's no problem. Now, the first thing I want to share with you is that custom URL we discussed. That's right up here. If I went in here and clicked the little blue icon, I could change that. Your custom URL must contain 3 to 100 letters or numbers. I would not put in 100 letters, people. Um, and please don't use spaces, symbols, special characters. Okay, so great, except the dash, which you can use. Maggie Carey, one word was taken, so I put in the dash. Make it what you want, to do that. Now, here is where I'm talking about this. Let me just make the screen a little bigger so that hopefully you can see that a little better. So this is the information. Now see here where I have my profile, look down here, scroll right down here. Your profile's public visibility is on. If I turned it off, that's all you have to do. You've updated your settings. You see this in the lower left-hand corner. All right. Now, I want it on because I want people to find me. So I can put in the different things I want people to see. So right here, basic, required, name, number of connections, and region. That is public. Okay. Now here I could say only to first degree connections. Now let me explain what a first degree connection is. So a first degree connection is a person that you have directly accepted. You've either invited them and they've accepted your connection request, or they connected with you and you accepted their connection request. That's a first connection. Now, let's take my friend Coach Glow, who's on the call today. If she ended up having somebody as a connection that I don't have a connection to, that would be a second connection. Okay. Then there's third, which would be, someone that person is friends with that is not friends with Glow, that is not friends with me. I'm using the word friends, that's not connected to me. Hope that explains that piece. If you have questions on that, make sure you comment below. So what I'm doing, so this first degree connection is what I'm talking about, right? Your network is up to 3 degrees away from you. And I'm saying all LinkedIn members because I want them to log in to see everything. I could say public, and all LinkedIn members on or off LinkedIn content should be visible in search, Google, Bing, etc. Now, here's where it gets fun. The background um, photos and things like that. That's where we're talking about your background photos, your headline. Let me just see if I can make this a bit bigger. So here, your background photo, your headline, your websites, your summary, I'm showing all of that. Now, that's because I want to make sure that people are seeing those things, right? Now, other items that I have hidden are articles and activity, current experience, past experience, education, volunteer experience, publications, honors and awards. Now, maybe I want to turn that on. Okay. Now you see what's happening here to the left. This is what's showing publicly. And see here, now it's showing those things that I just showed. If I wanted to hide it, that comes back off, and the view on the left-hand side is adjusted. Okay, but maybe I want to keep that on. Organizations, groups, and recommendations. Maybe I want my recommendations so people can see that people recommended me. Now, you're not seeing notice that in my real profile, okay, I'm going to scroll down here. You actually see people's photos in the and their names in my recommendations. However, the public profile, it would not show up. So I'm just going to hide that there. Um, and those are the things you can show and hide in your public profile if you want to limit that activity. Now, the other question that comes up is this: what the heck is a public profile badge? So, a public profile badge, if I clicked on that, I just opened this up page here. A public profile badge looks like this, these two things. Okay. What you need to do is you would have to edit your web page. And on the web page, anywhere on the page, you need to copy this HTML code. And then, in addition, copy your badge. And then this would show up. Let me show you what it looks like on my page so you can see what it looks like. So I have mine on my Contact Us page. And if you scroll down, there is now why my picture isn't showing is probably because I'm editing my thing. So that, but there would be, and if I clicked on it, it would bring me in. Okay, so obviously there's some kind of tech error, but here is going to be where it shows, and that's what your profile, it should look just like this. And you can pick what size you want it to be, as well as if you want it to be dark or light. And those are a few ways of getting your public profile in on your website. Now, getting back into here, this is, I would love to know, put in the comments below, what are things that you would prefer to hide? What would you like to hide on your LinkedIn profile? I have a friend who does not like her photos at all. She finds them horrific. She said, every time I take a picture, I look bucktooth and it's terrible. And I disagree with her. However, she might want to hide her profile. But remember that in the profile photo is really something that you can limit. You can have it only for first degree connections. You can have it with your network, all members, and of course, make it public. So with her, she's going to have to suck it up, but she could select first degree connection. It is going to be difficult for her though when it comes. You have to have a profile photo. If you're camera shy, go find yourself a good photographer. Jean Turman, if you're in the area, is amazing. She's in Jersey. But get yourself a good profile photo because your photo really does help people. There are a lot of people who may have your name. For example, there's a lot of Maggie Careys out there. If I didn't have my picture, people may not know which Maggie Carey was the right Maggie. And you don't want to put your logo because that really should be reserved for your business page, not for your personal profile. Now, these are a few things that I'm happy to share with you about how to really gain exposure with your LinkedIn profile, as well as how to limit what is visible to the world, because this is where the search engines come into play. It's great because people can find you on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn by searching your name. We know YouTube is extremely popular. It's a great search engine. You want to have a presence on YouTube as well, so that when people search you, going a little off topic here, but when people search you, they find you, right? Like we're on youtube.com/masteritmedia, but not everybody, if you're not at 100 subscribers, you're not going to get the ability to name your channel, and you want to be found. So especially if you're a new business, you want to make sure that you're doing that. Um, Look at your LinkedIn profile and check everything. Make sure it's fully it completed, that you have everything in there, you have great content. This is like a billboard or a business card. It's so robust and it's amazing to really get the word out about you and your business through your LinkedIn profile. Now, one of the things that I will share with you is at Master It Media, we have something called Teleprompter. Now, Teleprompter is a tool that will help you create your own social media. It's very simple to follow, easy instructions, comes with a Canva template and tips and tricks and all those hashtag holidays. So go and check that out. We're having a presentation on Wednesday this week, June 30th, to celebrate World Social Media Day at 2 o'clock Eastern. And you can find information about that on our website as well. So if you pop over there, there's a little banner up on the top you can click on. But don't forget, we're on Instagram. We're on all the socials. Check us out on Instagram, go to our YouTube channel, and remember, when you're there, hit that subscribe button. It should be right over here somewhere. And like this video if you found it helpful. Share it if you really want your friends to know you care. And of course, please reach out to me on LinkedIn. Let me know that you watch our videos. Tell me if you have ideas for upcoming videos, something that you have a burning question about. We always take our advice from our followers and share information to help you take the commotion out of your promotion. Have a fabulous day, everyone, and I hope to see you here next Monday at 2 o'clock for Master It Monday with Maggie Carey from Master It Media.